Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I told you guys I'm going to be posting a lot this month, so here I am posting another video. I'm going to be doing, I'm literally only eating on here, bro. Why is it soaking? I ordered Chipotle. I'm also going to be doing a story time. I'm literally in the back seat and there's people around me and they're like, what is he doing? Got a Chipotle bowl with brown rice, black beans, barbacoa, mild tomato sauce, medium, corn, medium green, hot red, sour cream, and cheese. I mainly wanted it really spicy, so that's why I got all these sauces. My first meal of the day. I also got some chips and chipotle. Chips and guacamole. I'm gonna be doing a story time though on the first time I had, you know, after my boyfriend passed away. So I know a lot of people ask me about this, and I know I briefly talked about it, but not like in depth. Well, the first time I clearly had, you know, after Gabriel passed away, because I was literally with that man for six years. So image going from one person to like having to like, you know, have it so different completely. All that, I don't even know what I'm saying. But so pretty much I met this guy and he was older. He had like he was out here in town because, well, he just moved to Colorado. He moved to Boulder, and he moved here because he had just bought a house and he was gonna flip it. He was like into flipping houses. He had like restaurants out of state, and like that's why he was always like back and forth, whatever. So I was like, okay, like that's cool, whatever. And we talked a few days and stuff. And I was like, hey, like I need a film for OF. So I was like, dang, like I need some content. Like I can only recycle content so much. So I was like, dang, I need to film for OnlyFans. And this was like probably 3.5 months after Gabriel passed away. I'm gonna do a disclaimer because I know a lot of people are like, you know, they're either like, you need to move on, or they're like, you moved on too fast. So it's like, you can never please nobody. And I don't consider this moving on because it's like, I do this for a living, so it's not like I'm like dating and stuff, you know, because I don't really let it get to that point. I am not in the right headspace. Like I need to heal. Like, you know, thanks for the content though. So he was like, we'll have a movie night, whatever, chill and vibe. And my mindset, I was like, you know what, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna be 100. I am like, I need to get something out of this, which is filming. So once I get that, like, I'll leave you alone. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'll do whatever it takes to have to do what to get what I want. And then it's just like, I won't talk to you no more. Hey, like, I'm sorry. When you signed that consent form, you know what you were getting yourself into. Went over, I took an Uber, and he was like, yeah, like, you know, we could do our thing or whatever. And yeah, first of all, he was a good looking man. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, he was clearly good looking, Caucasian. Like, I think it's a trauma because I don't find Latinos cute no more because they remind me of Gabriel. So I think that's why I tend more now to like white men. I know a lot of people are like, what? Like, what? And it is what it is. If that's how I cope, that's how I cope. Watching the movie, it was low-key giving Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm not gonna lie, because he was flipping the house. So it was like a college frat house, and he gave me a tour, and he was like, this is what I'm gonna do to it, yada yada. But it was giving Jeffrey Dahmer very much. So I was like, ooh. So we ended up like watching a movie, chilling, cuddling, like getting to know each other and stuff. He was like, oh, so like you do social media, yada yada. And then he was like, I want to like watch your YouTube videos. I get the ick when people are like, let me watch your YouTube videos. Like when men are like, oh, like what do you do for a living? Do you only do OF and stuff? I'll just be like, oh yeah, like I'm in marketing as well. Like I just lie, to be honest, because people want to use you. Like now that like I'm like out here and like, you know, men clearly hit me up and stuff, like it's weird. I don't want to say I'm single because it's like me and Gabriel never broke up, but it's like I know I have to move on eventually and heal, but I'm not healed for any type of relationship right now. Literally, when I say I'm just, once I get what I want, I dip. Because it's like, I'm sorry. I know they just fucked up because I mean, what if these men like are getting their hearts broken? But hey, I can't help it. So trying to get really like intimate and stuff. I don't really like when guys do that. When they want to like cuddle and do all, like, baby, we're here to film. Whip it out. This is a camera setup. we eventually go to his room, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, we start, you know, doing it or whatever. And I wasn't thinking much of it. Like, I wasn't even thinking about Gabriel, because I was like, you know what, I gotta, like, at this time, when we first started, I was like, okay, like, I'm here with this man, like, we're gonna, oh, shit. I almost broke a bracket. We're gonna film or whatever, it is what it is, like, so, we went to the room, his room, one of them, because he had, like, 5. And, like, we started, you know, like, PDA, like, kissing, or is that what you call it? I don't know, but we're, like, kissing and stuff, and then it, like, led to, like, more clearly, and I was like, okay, like, let me film, let me set the, you know, let me hit record. So then I started recording or whatever, we filmed, we did it, but he was, like, it was weird. It's, like, there's two types of men that just F you, like, a P-star, and, like, you know, they do it good or whatever. And then there's men that want to, like, make love to you, intimate, slow, like, I don't know what this man's intention was, if he was trying to make me fall in love or what, but it clearly didn't work, because I was like, you know. And I didn't tell him either that this was my first time. Bro, why is this guy walking over here like that? I didn't tell him either that this guy just, like, walked around the front of the car, because he seen me get back here. He, like, walked around the front of the car to see what I was doing. And they're, like, in business, like, I don't want to get into that, but they're doing something sketch, because I be coming here and doing sketch shit, so I be knowing. But, so, he, like, threw me off, because what the heck. So, he was, like, not making the film like how I like it, like, you know, pop, 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 clap, clap, choke, choke, like, very much good camera, like, all that. He was, like, slow. It was not like what I usually put out, because I'm like, bruh, I don't want it to look like you're making love to me. I want you to F me like you hate me, like that's the content I put out, you know? So it was just like, whatever. And then after we, like, got done and stuff, he was like, yeah, like, he was clearly tired. Because, you know, that's just, I'm sorry I have that effect. I always say it's like a blessing and a curse. Being as tight as I am and as wet as I am. Like, this mussy will put you to sleep. And, or it'll make you so fast, like under a minute type shit. And I'm like, bruh, that is a whole other story. Like, I hate when I get ready and do all that for a man that's gonna, in literally less than a minute. And I'm like, bro, I can't post this. What is this, a promo? Because I have, you know, I feel like I don't even call it, I don't want to say because I don't want to get demonetized, but I don't call it, you know, SEX, because it's like I'm filming. It's like work for me. But I don't have SEX off camera. Like, it's been a while since I had SEX off camera. Like, usually if I'm doing that, it's on camera. And I feel like a lot of people don't realize and think that. I mean, before, when I was grieving, I said this on my podcast. Where did that guy go? I'm all scared. I would go with men and stuff, but we wouldn't necessarily always, you know, have that. I was just lonely and I was looking for Gabriel and everybody. So yeah, let me stop getting off topic. I have a tendency to do that a lot. So we finished, and already in my head I was like, bro, this video's gonna be lame. Like, what is this? I mean, I get where he's coming from. I mean, he didn't know, like, you know, I was, like, grieving, and he didn't know all that, you know. Like, I'm not gonna sit and tell him, like, oh yeah, like, my boyfriend just passed away. You're the first guy that I'm having with since he died. Like, you know, I usually don't say that. Most men know, though, because I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna collab. So most already see from social media and stuff. Some will ask, some won't, some will play dumb. Like, most men know, though. They know what they're getting themselves into. They already know, you know? So some take advantage, or some are like, cool, like, you know. So we were done, and he had, like, a couch, like a little recliner in his room or whatever. So we were, like, chilling, cuddling after the fact or whatever, because he took a little nap. I'm so weak. And I was just laying there, and, like, he was clearly cuddling me, like, I was on his chest and stuff. And I was like, bruh, like, it hit me that what I just did. Because I was like, dang, regardless of the camera or not, like, I just did this. Like, it was, and the whole time, too, I was comparing. I was like, bro, this is not how, like, I'm used to it. This is not how, like, you know? And I think that's what's the hardest part. I had to tell myself, like, I have to get used to not what I'm used to, because this is a whole new ballpark and a whole new game now. Like, me being out here without, you know, my soulmate and stuff, it's like a whole new world, and it's a whole new experiences. I have like so many stories I could sit here and tell you, and I am going to eventually. So I remember looking at that recliner chair, and it was like Gabriel was sitting right there, and he watched everything. And he wasn't mad. He was like encouraging me, like, you need to heal, like, you need to, you know, move on. Bruh, when I say I was bawling tears, tears just fucking crying on this man's head, and he's asleep. When I tell my friends this story, they're like, he knew. Because I was just crying, shaking, like, bruh, it was so bad. Like, so bad. And he was just asleep, and then he like woke up. I finally got myself together, and I'm like, bruh. And then he woke up and he's like, oh, I'm hungry, like, let's go get some food, we can go on a little date. And so we ended up doing that. But he didn't say like, oh, were you crying? Nothing. He wasn't like, why is my chest full of water? He didn't ask none of that, you guys. And my few friends that I've told this story to, because I'm like, bruh, this is like the first, you know, it's a big step, because I was like the first guy after Gabriel. So, and two, I'm cutting myself off, but I'm thankful it was him, because he was really cool. Even like after the fact, like he wanted to hang out and stuff again, but I clearly ghosted him, and he'd be like, oh, like, I want to know more about your social media stuff, I think that's so cool, yada yada. Like, he would come here, between here, Colorado, and Ohio, because he had a restaurant, so he would like show me his restaurant and stuff, like when we went on our little to get food after. But I get the icks too, like, I'm jumping everywhere in this video, you guys, sorry, but I get the icks, like, when I'm hanging out with a guy or whatever, because most men, some are just down to like film and then that's it. Some want to hang out, like, some think that if they hang out with me, like, I'm gonna fall in love and they're gonna get me like that. Like, most men want that, and it's weird. I'm like, bruh, I don't want a relationship. I make it very clear, and I'm like, bro, what are you? And because a lot of guys will like not fall for me, but I don't even want to say that, because that's weird. It's like, if we filmed and hanged out and then you're over here like, dang, like, you know, I'm not having the same feelings as you, I feel fucking bad, so I ghost you, because I'm like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to film, like, no, we're not gonna go out on a date, or like, I got so many messages like, can I take you out on a date, can I this, can I that? I'm like, sir, I made it clear what we were doing here. So anyways, he like woke up and like nothing, acted like nothing, you know. I'm sure he knew I was crying and stuff, because like literally my body was shaking, but it was like I was covering my mouth. I was like, bruh, I'm really bawling and crying. I needed that though, because eventually it was gonna happen, like, you know. So then we ended up going to eat, and then I was just getting the icks, because I was like, bruh, he walks too fast, he doesn't hold the door open for, not just him in general, I'm just saying with a lot of men I get icks, because I'm comparing, you know, when you're so used to something and you have to like force yourself to move on and stuff, you're just so used to that, so you're like, bruh, I know my worth, the standard and the bar is set so high that this ain't it. So I get the ick, you know. So that time I was like, bruh. And then we went ate, and another ick I got, I was like, bro, why do you keep looking around your surroundings? That was a dumb ick, because I get some people want to know like their surroundings and stuff, but I'm just like, bro, you got the baddest boy in town here, and you over here worried about who over there, what they eat. It was annoying, but he ended up giving me a ride home, because he was like, oh, like, don't Uber, I'll just take you home. And then he was like, yeah, in the car ride, he was just like asking me about like my work stuff and all that, and he was like, wow, like, he was like saying like, God put me in your life so I can help you with your finances, and like you can get like motivated and inspired off of me, because he was, you know, he had businesses, he was like investing and stuff, so he was like, I don't mind like teaching you like about investing and all that, whoop de woo. So at the time I was like, yeah, cool, man, like, yeah, knowing damn well I'm like, boy, take me home, I'm tired, I need to go shower. And I felt guilty. I felt like I cheated. Like, I felt so guilty. I felt like shit. And then I got over that, and then I mix that emotion with another. Grieving is just so weird, you guys. Grieving is so freaking weird, and it's crazy. But that was the first time. That was a story time about the first time I had after my boyfriend passed away. And I need to get in the habit too, which is going to be really hard, of saying, instead of saying like my boyfriend, saying my previous boyfriend, not an ex, because I mean we didn't break up. So that's something I'm like, dang. I don't want to get emotional in this video, you guys, because, you know. But I ate the Chipotle. I was really hungry. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Make sure to comment down below on what videos you want me to see, because like I said, I'm going to be pushing out a lot of content because December is a good month, and yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. I don't need you to criticize me in the comments. Like, people don't even watch my videos and they'll sit there and comment, and I'm like, bruh, watch the video. So yeah, I'd appreciate it. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. If you are not in my shoes or experiencing what I'm experiencing, don't try to compare or say, well, I would do this if I was in your... You're not. You're not in my shoes, so you wouldn't know what you would do until you're in that predicament, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!